Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a six-man tag team contest scheduled for one fall.
We are ready for more action here on Whiplash TV. It's Eamon Darcy here at ringside.
Introducing first,
At the Low Theatre in Naas.
making his way to the ring this time, from Whiplash, weighing in at a full 10.5 inches, the Lady Zero, Dave Zero!
The Lady Zero, David Zero, there you see him. Along with Team Sexy, two individuals whom we saw for the first time last week here on Whiplash TV.
G-Man and Crispy Ray, Team Sexy!
Dave Zero parting ways with the flawless one, Jay Phoenix, recently. After Phoenix went off to Scotland and left Dave Zero here alone here in Irish Whip Wrestling, and he wasn't too happy about it. So he went out and found himself Team Sexy, Chris Beway and G-Man. And all these three men need a serious attitude adjustment. And tonight they're going to be going up against Jay Phoenix
And their opponents,
and a tag team of his choosing. We're going to have to wait and see who exactly Jay Phoenix has found to team up with him. The flawless one with a big score to be settled here against the Lady Zero. And there's Jay Phoenix along with the Party Animals.
from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in at 220 pounds, the flawless one, Jay Phoenix! And his partners this evening, at a total combined weight of 377 pounds, Malcolm Chaz and George McFly, the Party Animals!
So Jay Phoenix has found himself the Party Animals as tag team partners here tonight to go against Team Sexy. Obviously, Jay Phoenix and the Party Animals have put their problems aside. They have had problems here in the past here in Irish Whip Wrestling. As a matter of fact, a few weeks ago, it was Jay Phoenix who went one-on-one against George McFly in a Kiss My Flag match, and we've got the action going here. But obviously Phoenix and the Animals have put their differences aside. And the action, hot and heavy already. George McFly elevating one of Team Sexy over the top. And now it's Dave Zero. And both of his partners on the floor. Phoenix now scoop slamming G-Man in the center of the ring. G-Man now in trouble. Oh my goodness, a drop toe hold by Bam Catraz. And G-Man and Chris Beway have a meeting of the minds, so to speak. Atomic drop there by George McFly on Dave Zero and Team Sexy. And quite a questionable crumple there in the center of the ring. And once again, Phoenix and the Animals have cleaned house here in Naas. They are on fire here tonight on Whiplash TV. We've got Bam Catraz in there against one member of Team Sexy. And this crowd solidly behind Jay Phoenix and the Party Animals. And Team Sexy not too happy about that. Side headlock now applied by G-Man as he takes down Bam Catraz in the center of the ring. Nice grapevine crucifix there, but Bam Catraz, a little bit too close to the ropes. Catraz and George McFly are one of the hottest tag teams in Irish Whip Wrestling today. They are a very impressive duo inside the ring. And it's going to be very interesting to see just what kind of tag team continuity Team Sexy can come up with here tonight. As Chris Beway drops the leg across the tricep of Bam Catraz, and now rubbing his elbow viciously into the face of one member of the Party Animals. Beway now feeling ever so confident, drops the knee right across the shoulder blade of Bam Catraz. Beway now obviously focusing on the left arm and shoulder of Bam Catraz. Catraz now rolling through. There's the nip up and a nice reversal by young Bam Catraz. Scoop up and a body slam now by Catraz. There's a lateral press. 2 count is all he can get, however. And I have to say, that ring attire of Team Sexy is quite questionable. On up goes Beway, up on the shoulders, right to the back of the head. And following that, Beway's head rammed right into the canvas, the back of his head. Beway is in trouble. Up goes young Chris Beway right across the shoulders of George McFly. Bay City Roller coming up here, he hits it. That could be it, one of the panda maneuvers of George McFly. Beway in trouble. And the rolling neck breaker, beautifully executed. George McFly feeling good right now. And here comes the tag team of Chris Beway, G-Man in there. Look at this guy. A bit of a dance-off here of sorts between G-Man and George McFly. This crowd coming alive for George McFly. He's in trouble, however, but he catches the leg there of G-Man. G-Man goes down to the canvas and now an ankle lock applied by George McFly. G-Man in trouble, he's nowhere near those ropes. We may get a submission here. McFly, not known very well for his submission skills, but he's got that ankle lock on pretty tightly, but a beautiful counter there by G-Man right into the side headlock. The standing side headlock now on McFly. Top wrist lock now applied by George McFly. Into the wrist lock, and now into the hammer lock. Oh, a slap right across the face by McFly. That might knock some sense into G-Man. And he did the smart thing there and just tagged out to the ladies' hero, David Zero. Talk about a man with an identity crisis. The self-proclaimed sexiest man in the world. Jay Phoenix now in there against Chris Beway. Beway in trouble. A series of elbows there to the back of the head by Jay Phoenix. Phoenix now with the Irish whip. Up he goes and down, modified flapjack. Beway face first into the canvas. From the second rope now, beautiful neck breaker right off the ropes by Jay Phoenix. He calls that the crash and burn. And that's exactly what Chris Beway just did. Tag is made now to Bam Catraz. A wide open shot there right to the rib cage. Beway now in tremendous trouble. Bam Catraz grabbing a reverse chin lock, making Beway carry all that extra weight. Beway though back to his feet, trying to counter. This crowd getting behind the Party Animals and Jay Phoenix. Nice counter there into the side headlock by Chris Beway. Off the ropes he comes. Shoulder block and down goes Bam Catraz. Over the top goes Beway. Leapfrog by Catraz from the far side. Beautiful leg lariat, nicely executed by Katraz. And B-Way doing the smart thing there, rolling to the outside. Regardless of their antics and their attitude, I have to admit that Team Sexy are very effective in there. You just saw it right there. A nice fake by Chris B-Way, allowing his partner to blindside Bam Katraz on the outside with that clothesline right off the apron, and Katraz is hurt. The back of his head just got rammed into that hard floor there on the outside. And Bam Katraz now rolled back into the ring, and this could be it. B-Way electing not to go for a cover there, and that could be a big mistake.
The Sexy Express.
And it looks like we're going to see the Sexy Express here.
Is that not a bunch of idiots?
What is this guy doing? Talk about wasting time. Oh, give me a break. The Sexy Express, I guess that's it. This could be, look at that cover. These guys are absolutely disgusting. An open kick right to the spine. You could hear the impact of that. These men are totally obnoxious. And Dave Zero may have found somebody a little bit more obnoxious even than him. And the ladies Zero now in there with a beautiful snap suplex. One of his patented maneuvers. Zero now laying the boots to Bam Katraz. There's the cover, the leg is hooked. But a near fall is all he can get. Katraz now in trouble, rammed right into the boot there of G-Man right in the corner. Bam Katraz in trouble, and now Dave Zero distracting the referee, allowing an illegal double team there in the corner. Team Sexy manipulating this referee. Come on, ref. Zero now back over there with those right hands to the midsection of Bam Katraz, bringing him back out. Beautiful snap DDT there by Zero, spiking the head of Bam Katraz into the canvas. The leg is hooked, but a near fall is all he can get. Bam Katraz showing some tremendous toughness here. And Team Sexy doing a masterful job of cutting the ring off of Bam Katraz from his partners. He has been triple teamed for the last several minutes here, and Bam Katraz desperately needs to make a tag. Side headlock takeover by Chris B-Way. Jay Phoenix there in the corner trying to get this crowd behind his tag team partner. Bam Katraz certainly needs some encouragement right now. He's in trouble. And look at this arrogant cover. You're not going to pin a guy like Bam Katraz like that. This time the leg is hooked. And still, Katraz kicks out. Another lateral press, and again, Bam Katraz kicking out at about 2.5, but those continual lateral presses are exerting the energy of Bam Katraz. Smart tactics there by Team Sexy a moment ago. Dave Zero in there now with a nice gut wrench suplex. Another cover, but again a very nonchalant one at that. And Katraz able to kick out. Zero now laying those shots into the torso of Bam Katraz. Katraz, however, trying to fight back. This young man is tough, no question about it. There's a clothesline that almost takes the head of Zero right off. What an impactful clothesline there by Bam Katraz. And this could be the break that he's looking for. Tag is made to G-Man on the far side, and he just cut off Bam Katraz before Katraz could tag out to Jay Phoenix there in the corner. And now another double team effort. Down he goes, but Bam Katraz able to counter there with a complete shot. Bam Katraz reaching down into his bag of tricks, and there's the Enziguri, wiping out the other Team Sexy member, and there's the tag to George McFly. McFly in there now with the fall-away slam. And now the vertical suplex by McFly, beautifully executed. Team Sexy in trouble, in comes the ladies' hero. Up he's scooped. We may see the Bay City Roller once again. No, it's the Death Valley Driver, the running Death Valley Driver. By George McFly, and there's the tag to Jay Phoenix. And now is the opportunity for Jay Phoenix to get in there and even the score with the ladies' hero, David Zero. Zero for the past several weeks has been bad-mouthing Jay Phoenix, as you know, and Phoenix wants to get even with Zero in the worst way, but look out! Team Sexy coming back in there. Now there's G-Man. And now we've got all All 6 men in the ring. Flying clothesline from the top by Jay Phoenix. He calls that the winds of Phoenix. And now, Chris Beway in tremendous trouble. Up he goes. But he counters nicely with a side Russian leg sweep. And now it's Beway who's going up top. We've got action all over the place here. Beway perched up on that top turnbuckle. Crossbody block. He gets him, but Phoenix rolls over with the momentum and picks up. Picks up Beway. What tremendous power being shown by Jay Phoenix. Up he goes. And there's the Phoenix Inferno, and that should be it. The patented Phoenix Inferno of the Flawless One, and that's it.
Here are your winners, the Party Animals and the Flawless One, Jay Phoenix!
The Flawless One and the Party Animals victorious this week here on Whiplash TV. Over Team Sexy. What an impressive victory it was for Jay Phoenix and the Party Animals. A hard-fought victory, however, at that. Team Sexy proving themselves to be a well-oiled machine in there, but just tonight,